Today we celebrate Divine Mercy Sunday, and as a part of Divine Mercy Sunday, I have to issue a public apology and I have to make a retraction today, just so you know. So last week for Easter Sunday, I wanted to preach a little bit about the Easter Bunny. And so this is what I said, essentially. One day last week, the Easter Bunny came to the rectory and sat down with Father Chooks and had a conversation. And in this conversation, the Easter Bunny said, you know, I used to like the old days when I could just give them a colored egg and a piece of fruit or a colored egg wrapped in bread, and they were so happy and grateful for that. But as they became more prosperous, the children demanded more. Now they wanted candy, so I had to add candy into that. And it still didn't satiate them, so nowadays I have to give them iPads and, you know, electronics and all these other things. So my whole point was the egg was the symbol of resurrection. That was the whole point of an Easter egg. It was the symbol of new life and resurrection. And the Easter Bunny sighed and left, etc. Well, that was a formulation I put together to teach a lesson. It was like a parable. But later that day, people were approaching Father Chooks and kind of laughing and say, well, I heard about your talk with the Easter Bunny. So Father Chooks went to Father Wayne and he told him this whole story because he thought he was hallucinating. And that he had actually had a conversation, and this worried him. And Father Wayne said to him, Father Rothan lied. He is a liar. That's what he said. And Father Chooks responded and said, no, he does not lie. So I issue a public apology to Father Chooks for having made him think he's having hallucinations, and a retraction that no, he did not have a physical conversation with the Easter Bunny. It was a construct that I used in order to demonstrate a point. However, the way that Father Chooks responded by saying, no, he does not lie, is the homily for today. That's Divine Mercy. You know, we celebrate Divine Mercy Sunday, and when we think of mercy, we think, okay, we've done something wrong, God extends mercy and he forgives us. But it goes beyond that. Mercy is also seeing the best in the person, even when they don't show us the best. Mercy is forgiveness, but it's also seeing the best in the person, even when they don't show us the best. Sometimes I will give a penance to individuals and I'll say, write down 5 people who really test your patience. 5 people who put you through the trial every day. And next to each of those names, try to think of some redeeming quality. And you might have to dig, but go ahead and dig. Redeeming quality that they have, and write it beside their name so that when you encounter them the next time, you might first think of that quality as opposed to your normal thoughts. That's divine mercy. And God extends his divine mercy to us so often by looking upon us and saying, what are you doing? Why are you making it so complicated? Why are you trying to do so much more than I want in your own direction? Why are you trying to do so much less than you could? He sees the best in us, but he's not going to leave us there. He wants to draw us far beyond our own expectations. You see, because with his divine mercy, it's not simply that he gives this to us and says, take it. There's a responsibility on our part. And the responsibility is to accept his mercy and offer the prayer that perhaps for the first time we might see ourselves the way that God sees.